is Lou Dobbs Tonight.
Good evening, everybody. We are coming to you live from the very top of the Chamber of Commerce building in the nation's capital on this, the eve of Donald J. Trump's inauguration as our 45th president. It is a festive and extraordinary atmosphere in this town. The president-elect himself is in Washington today, taking part in a number of ceremonial events ahead of tomorrow's inauguration. Mr. Trump just moments ago addressing supporters at a welcome concert outside the Lincoln Memorial.
We're going to make America great for all of our people, everybody throughout our country. That includes the inner cities, that includes everybody. And we're going to do a special job.
We're counting down now to the inauguration with many of our favorite political analysts, among them Randy Evans, Matt Slapp, Liz Peek, all with us. And tonight, joining us, Trump economic advisor Steve Moore and the leader of Trump's domestic transition team, Ken Blackwell. Republican lawmakers hard at work as well today, just around the corner in the Capitol, trying to get as many of Trump's cabinet members confirmed by the Senate as possible. But those Democrats are, well, they're ornery. They're doing everything they can to slow walk what should be a very straightforward process. Well, there you have it. The battle is on. We'll have the latest on all of that, this political contest that is taking place even as the inaugural pomp and circumstance is underway, leading to the president-elect swearing in tomorrow at noon. President-elect Trump making his official arrival in Washington today on the eve of his inauguration. The president-elect and the future First Lady, Melania Trump, landing at Joint Base Andrews, trading in his luxury 757 aircraft for a considerably more modest military version, a Boeing C-32, part of the fleet of military aircraft that become Air Force One whenever the president is aboard. In a tweet earlier today, Trump said this: "Getting ready to leave for Washington, D.C. The journey begins, and I will be working and fighting very hard to make it a great journey for the American people. I have no doubt that we will, together, make America great again." And this afternoon, Mr. Trump and Vice President-elect Pence participating in the wreath-laying ceremony at the Arlington National Cemetery at the tomb of the unknown soldier, the monument dedicated to service members whose remains have not been identified. And earlier today, Mr. Trump attended a leadership luncheon bringing together inaugural officials, top Republican leaders in Congress, his nominees for his cabinet, and top members of the new White House team. He made reference to the location of the event, the Trump International Hotel in Washington, D.C.
What beautiful room this is. Where is this? This is a gorgeous room. A total genius must have built this on their budget and ahead of schedule.
Well, coming shortly, Mr. Trump, Pence, and other officials scheduled to attend a candlelight dinner with campaign donors. So the pomp and circumstance continuing through the evening. The party is on. And joining me now to talk about the latest, columnist for the Fiscal Times, columnist Liz Peek, Matt Slapp, chairman of the American Conservative Union. Good to have you both with us, and thanks for being with us. Let me start, Liz, with you. This is a remarkable event today. The city is filled with a sense of change, I believe. There is, when you look at the national media, you would think there was a great battle raging between the left and the right, and there is, but it's down that way and then toward the Capitol. And nearly every other quarter of the city, there's an expectation of something much better ahead.
Yeah, there's no question. It's a tremendously exciting atmosphere. I went to the mall this afternoon and watched some of the welcome ceremony, which people were so excited to be there. Literally, a picture of Donald Trump would show up, and they were all on their feet screaming and yelling. It's very exciting. And I think the flip side is that it's a moment of, seriousness, and people are, I think, very interested to see what Donald Trump can do. This is a real change in the given order of politics in America. And I think you know, it's pretty fascinating. I was thinking today, looking back, you know, the first cabinet, after all, was not so dissimilar from what we have now, right? People of distinction, people who had become very successful. Exactly. And all we hear from the Democrats is how terrible all that is. It's like being a billionaire is like a disease you hope you don't catch. It's, you know, it's really kind of amazing. I know, I wouldn't mind, right?
Yeah. Exactly. nor would just about every American. It is the stuff of which the American dream was constructed. That is the opportunity to hit it big, to provide at the very least for children who will have better lives. Under this administration that concludes at noon tomorrow, the Obama administration, that dream has been lost for so many millions of Americans, Matt. And there is the expectancy on the part of this president-elect that he will be able, and as he importantly says, we together will be able to make America great again. This, after hearing in his last official news conference, the president, Mr. Obama, again, first person references 40 times. It's extraordinary. And Mr. Trump talking